So in today's video, we're going to be teaching you guys the best time to invest in the FC Pro live cards. So just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch for the cheapest trading guides out there for just £4, €4, all free with Amazon Prime. You'll receive daily trading and investing guides covering PlayStation, Xbox and PC with an array of methods covering all budgets. And I've been trading for over 10 years, making over 100 million in multiple different FIFAs, and now for the last 4 years I've made 10 million coins in just the first month. So in today's video we're going to be talking about the investment in the FC Pro live cards, because there's some pretty decent investments in these cards, and I think the trends are pretty interesting, so it's pretty good for me to go and talk about. So the promo, just a quick overview on the promo for those that aren't aware. Basically each of these cards is linked to a professional FIFA player, a little bit like RTKs are linked to the club obviously that the player plays for. Well, each FC Pro player has themselves a promo card linked to them. When they get points in the group stages of the coming competition, these cards get upgraded with the players getting themselves 3 points, 6 points, I believe 10 points, and so on, so on. So as a result, there's some money in them, because live cards normally have very good money in them. Although I think the trends on these is pretty interesting. Now the reason I think that the trend on these are pretty interesting is we were in the exact same position last year in terms of live promo going into Black Friday. So right here I can show you PGT, Path to Glory Team 2. Now Path to Glory Team 2, we can go and show you here, was released the week before Black Friday. Just like how FC Pro cards were released the week before Black Friday. We can see right here we got Friday the 18th of November, and then obviously they went out of packs Friday the 25th of November, which was Black Friday. And that's kind of the same for these FC Pro cards. Weirdly enough, these FC Pro cards are actually only in packs till Wednesday, but nonetheless. So the RTTK cards did very well out of packs. We can see right here that Modric only rose and rose and rose. The only problem is the same thing happened last year regarding RTTKs. So even though we saw the likes of RTTKs last year do well, and we saw the likes of RTTKs do very well this year, again here's Lamar having a really good rebound, I think that we're going to see the FC Pro live cards follow the exact same trends as the Path to Glories. Because again, this is the live promo that was out before Black Friday last year, and obviously FC Live is the FC Pro is the promo that's out before Black Friday this year. So let's go and show you guys the trends that happen with literally every single card. Now some would argue, oh well, some of these cards won, some of these cards lost. It really doesn't matter. Absolutely everything went down in price after they played. I got rid of the likes of Buffal because Buffal, Buffal was discard. So we got ourselves the likes of Gomez. Gomez went out of packs here. Here's Black Friday last year. He went from 422k down to the likes of 360k. There we go, player number 1. Milinkovic Savic, we can see, went out of packs on the Friday here, 148k, and it went down in price down to 122k. We can look at the likes of Lozano, and we can see that Lozano went out of packs here at 149k, and then he still dropped to 102k. And we can go through absolutely all of these players. So the argument on that, oh well, that's because the player lost, is irrelevant, because I can, even without checking, I can tell you that some of those teams drew, some of those teams won. So as a result, we can see that live cards, despite getting upgraded, in a week or two's time, were just dropping with Black Friday. Now also, old promo cards were also just dropping with Black Friday. So basically the consistent trend is that old promo cards drop with Black Friday all the way through to the Sunday / the Monday. So here's Zaha, again obviously it's not a live promo, but it's just showing you once again what happens to promo cards going into Black Friday. Black Friday is here. Here's the promo card. We can see it drops going into Black Friday and then drops all the way down there to the Sunday, Monday, and then he proceeds to rebound after the Sunday, Monday. So as a result of both the live promo before Black Friday last year dropping out of packs despite receiving upgrades, all old promo cards last year dropped out of packs, even the ones that didn't receive upgrades. It then leaves me to believe that the FC Pro live cards are also, with the rest of the special market, going to go and drop till Sunday, Monday, which as a result means I basically don't recommend buying them until the Sunday, Monday. Now there is an outside chance that they will rise between Wednesday to Thursday with people panic buying them when they go out of packs. But I do not believe that the rise that we'll see between Wednesday to Thursday will outweigh the drop we'll see Friday through to Sunday. Now, let's talk about investing in them. So the first thing I said is basically you're not going to look at buying them before they go out of packs. Let's talk about investing in them. So, if you guys who aren't aware, only 5 pro players, only 5 pro players play a week. And there's a 1 week gap in between. So I've had a few people go, oh, I'll go and buy Calvin Phillips because he's linked to Tex. Yeah, brilliant, but Tex doesn't actually play for 5 weeks. Which means you have to tell me that in 5 weeks, 4 weeks of promos, countless SBCs and EVOs, that Calvin Phillips is going to hold his value, and all he's going to receive in 4 weeks' time is a maximum of +1 inform upgrade and a... What does he also receive? I think he can also receive himself an ult position and maybe a playstyle plus. I don't personally believe that this card is going to hold. On top of that, you're waiting 4 weeks. You're holding on to this card for 4 weeks. So because I don't think you want to be holding on to those cards for 4 weeks, what we now need to research is we need to research which players play first. So we got the groups right here, and obviously, I've pre-researched which pro players are linked to what cards. Now, what's interesting is obviously we've got Black Friday this Friday. The following Monday, these 4 play. So the following Monday, the pro or the Evo cards, the live pro cards that are linked to the pros are Kolo Muani, Mane, and Marlon. These are the 3 players that play on the Monday after Black Friday. And I don't personally think, I think because of how expensive these players are, I don't think they're that interesting. So, they might rise a little bit. So Sunday, Monday, I'd say Sunday after the 6 PM content would probably be your buy on these cards, but I'm not really that interested in buying these cards because 1, I don't think the players are too demanded, and 2, I don't think there's a long enough time for them to rise. But what is very interesting is week 2, we have Chris Camaro, Thalvin, Locatelli, and I believe Willian playing, and I like these cards a lot more. Now, one of the reasons I like these cards a lot more is if we go to PGP and then we go to FC Pro and then we click on games, we can see the most used cards. And the most used cards so far this promo is Camaro and Thalvin. And because these are the most used cards, and all you have to do is hold for 1 week, which again, I don't believe there'll be enough cards released that drop them, and I believe the pre-hype will be pretty decent, I think that these 2 are basically going to be your investments. Now, Locatelli is not too bad, 3.5 thousand. Again, these guys are outperforming him 3x, so there isn't really a mad reason to go on to the likes of Locatelli. But yeah, Thalvin and Camaro, in my opinion, are going to be your buys. Because again, they play in week 2, which means when you go and buy these cards on the Sunday after 6 PM and potentially the Monday, it's a 1 week hold. A 1 week hold shouldn't have enough promo cards, EVOs and SBCs to drop them, but it should be enough time for them to get some decent pre-hype. Especially we've already seen some crazy fluctuations on the likes of Camaro already. And then where would I go and sell them? Now, I'd just go and sell them before the pro play. I'm not quite sure what time of the day they play. Again, I'm sure I'll have some answers for you guys when I talk about this investment maybe in a few days' time. But yeah, you want to go and play before any of the sell before any of the pros play, because if they don't receive upgrades, even though they could be well-demanded cards, set alone, they're still going to go down because some people are going to invest in them, anticipating the upgrade, and they're not going to go and get upgraded. Regarding the rest of the cards, I think they'll just kind of consistently drop until maybe a few days before they play. Just because another thing you have to bear in mind, the upgrades aren't crazy. So because the upgrades they'll only receive in the next 2 weeks is going to be a maximum a +1 informed upgrade and a +1 playstyle, I don't really see any of these players booming in price. And because I don't see them booming in price, I don't think you're going to see like amazing pre-hype for the players 2-3 weeks down the line. I think you'll just see the hype a few days before. Especially with the Leicester Zion players, like I don't think you'll see crazy pre-hype on a +1 inform on Fabinho, whereas you might see with the likes of Kamara and Thalvin, I think a lot better because these guys are so demanded in comparison to the likes of Fabinho. So that kind of wraps it up. In terms of these players being safe, I really don't think they're going to hold value very, very well. They'll probably hold value a little bit better than other not so demanded promos, but in the end of the day, a lot of these players are quite hard to link into teams. Because a lot of these players are quite hard to link into teams, they're normally more prone to dropping, because the odds on you being able to keep a Mane, Fabinho and Koulibaly in your team is a lot lower than maybe being able to keep someone like a Kolo Muani and maybe the Thalvin. And as a result, a lot of these players just aren't going to hold in value. Both, they're going to get, even someone like Cavalli at the moment is being heavily outdone by the likes of Evos and SBC players. And then on top of that, he's also relatively awkward to get into a team with a lack of decent little players. So, I don't see these players really holding value very, very well, especially if they're unlikely to upgrade. But that's going to, give or take, wrap it up, as they basically have them down as not an amazing investment, apart from this Sunday Monday, which again is going to be the 25th, 26th sort of time. You can look at buying the likes of Thalvin, Kamara, and if you want an outside investment, that is the likes of Locatelli. But thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.